athletic trainer. We wish him all the best. Malachi Duval, get better soon, and we'll hear what happened later. But now we move on. More wrestling. Here at 197 pounds, we have Ruben Karapetyan, local kid from Maryland, by way of St. John's College Prep.
And for Minnesota, we have Garrett Joles. He is another six-year senior, 5-0 on the year. Currently ranked number 20 by Flow, number 19 by Intermat. Last year, Mr. Joles was an NCAA qualifier up at heavyweight, so he is down a weight this year at 197. So far off to an undefeated start, having a good year. Last year, it looks like he bounced back and forth a little bit between 197 and heavyweight, so he was down at 197 at one point last year, and then ended up qualifying for the national tournament at heavyweight.
Wanted to lose a few pounds for beach season.
And then with Minnesota and these upper weights, Greg, we still could end up seeing Gable Steveson here to end the season. There's some talks out there that he might be back second semester, so Minnesota could be adding an Olympic and NCAA champion to their lineup here in the second semester. We'll have to see what happens with that, but yeah, I have heard a few times that he's on the radar to come back in the end of the season here. So that'll be very interesting to follow. If you can get an Olympic champ in the lineup, that's usually a pretty good thing. And that will drastically move them, up those rankings here. Currently, I believe they're 14th or 15th. So 14th Intermat duel, 15th Intermat tournament, 23 by Flow. If they get Gable back, that's going to be a big swing there. And
yeah, that
really jump them up.
That takes you from a top 15 team to potentially competing for a trophy. Because they got some horses in this lineup in Minnesota.
They absolutely do. And then if you can add a guy that's as close to a lock as they come to win a title, that's going to really jump their stock up. So far, we got a 3-1 score here.
Ruben going for the quick little slide by the shuck right there.
Ruben's another local guy here. He wrestled for St. John's College in D.C. for Coach Matt Keel. He was a prep All-American there for him. Got a tough task for him ahead today at 197. Going up against a six-year senior grown man out there, and it's a little struggle here early on. .30 seconds left, score 6-1.
Up against 32-3 right now here in the rack. So Minnesota has locked up the duel itself, but we got two more matches left. This in heavyweight. Looking forward to the potential matchup at 285 with Chad Nix, who has now crept into the the top 30 rankings here in the NCAA Division I rankings. We'll potentially have Bennett Tabor.
Joel's going to finish that period on top, take a 6-1 lead, head into the second with 1:12 of riding time. He's going to elect to go underneath and start on bottom.
You know what? It was a tough. We had a good win against Morgan State, and then while this duel did not go the way that George Mason wanted it to, I believe that DJ McGee victory was definitely a highlight for all the alumni here in town.
Absolutely, that's just a huge win for McGee, and solid win for the program. You get a team like Minnesota in here and can pull out a victory like that. Definitely a highlight, and it put. I think DJ was already getting on the radar, and now he's definitely there.
He's got into a couple ranks. I think he's 29, but yeah, his number's definitely going to go up after this one. And thank you all for watching at home, Mason alumni and wrestling fans alike. Not thanking alumni Billy Widener, who texted me to say he decided to golf instead of listening to hairless Doug Funny on the air. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate it.
Can't say I blame Billy.
Yeah.
Golfing's probably better than listening to us, Greg.
I do a lot of things before listening to me, Ty.
Joel's starting to pour it on here a little bit. It's 13-2, racking up that riding time. Looks like he's going to cut him on the edge here.
Yeah,
Ruben's going to try and hang in.
This is a hard lesson that Ruben is learning his true freshman year.
Yep. For Minnesota, Greg, looks like after this, they're going to send some wrestlers to the Daktronics Open tomorrow. That's probably the guys that are back home now. And then as far as dual meets go, they'll be in a duel with South Dakota State next Sunday. So that should be a good dual meet. Looking at their Big Ten schedule, they have duels with Nebraska, Rutgers, Maryland, Northwestern, Illinois, Purdue, Wisconsin, and also Iowa. They wrestle Iowa at Carver Hawkeye on January 15th.
That's a stretch right there.
Yep.
There are no breaks.
No, sir. And that's going to end 197 with a technical fall.
All right, now we are coming into